Hey everyone, thanks for joining. Of course, back here with Kurt. We got exciting announcements. Q India rapidly expands mobile viewership on Chingari. We're gonna go through obviously some numbers, but also some exciting quotes. But first things first, Kurt, how are you?
Doing great, Jason. How you doing today?
Good, good. I see a new background. No
Yeah, yeah,
longer.
yeah. I'm at home. I'm at home today. I'm at home, and I'm still wanting to see a virtual background on the green screen there.
I know from see, I've got a lot to live up to here, with your obviously Lionsgate MTV background. I gotta make something crazy happen on this green screen, even for you to be remotely happy about it. So I'll come up with something.
Unfortunately, I've been doing this so long that when I started my career, that would have been a blue screen behind you.
Oh wow.
Blue screen, it used to be. It was literally it was a blue screen, and then about I don't know late '80s, early '90s, somebody went like, we think green will key better than blue, and it became green screen. And now you don't even see a blue screen anymore. There's no such thing.
So it's just a lot of weight. I'll come up with something. Maybe I'll get abducted on the next
There's a
interview,
lot
and
you can do back there, Jason. There's a lot you can do.
Oh, good, good. Well, we'll have to think about something crazy and maybe we do it. But
Okay.
on to QU, exciting stuff. So, crazy looks like Chingari numbers, obviously. Do you want to kind of go through the numbers and then we'll definitely talk about some quotes that some of the founders of Chingari have been saying about QU? But do you want to give it a little intro and we'll go from there?
Yeah, sure. I mean, the ban that is, I guess probably not going to happen at this stage with the exit of President Trump around TikTok. TikTok was looking to be banned here. Well, that actually happened in India. So TikTok's largest and fastest growing market a year ago, or less than that now, I guess 8 months ago, whatever it was India. And it was just blowing up in India. It was like a rocket ship. I mean, it was gaining millions and millions and millions of new people daily. And then all of a sudden, there was a big conflict that still exists between the Indian government and the Chinese government. And boom, done. No more TikTok in India. They literally shut it off and a bunch of other apps. And so what happened is while that was going on, obviously, like with any platform like a TikTok, there's going to be other apps and people that are trying to create knockoffs basically of what the thing is that's taking off in popularity. And so there was a whole host of different apps that were being created in India at that time. And one of those was Chingari. And Chingari launched, a couple of smart Indian dudes, there's a lot of technology understanding there, et cetera, et cetera. And they were fighting along with about a half a dozen or 10 other apps in the market that were trying to do things. And then boom, all of a sudden out of the blue, no one knew this was going to happen. It happened sort of overnight, instantaneously. TikTok was gone. And so what did everybody in India do? Obviously, they looked for another competing platform to jump onto where they could do their TikTok style thing. And Chingari had already been one of the ones that was kind of starting to really happen and gain some traction. And when TikTok left, basically 6 months ago, Chingari took off. Now, for us, we know that what we do ultimately is going to live as much or more in a OTT and mobile environment than it does in a traditional television environment. Obviously, we know that. And we know that today we've got a lot of viewership that's happening on mobile devices. One of the issues with mobile devices is India tends to be, whether it's 2, 3 years, 4 years behind other people in terms of what's developed. Mobile revenues are not what they will be 3, 4 years from now. And so we were interested in getting placement on mobile, but not necessarily as focused on monetizing it. Well, that's changed pretty dramatically. Snap has found a lot of traction in India and started to really monetize that. Obviously, Facebook and Google are monetizing heavily in India on what's happening in the mobile space. And so Chingari started to move. So as soon as that happened, one of our top guys over in India, Krishna Menon, knew the two guys who had started Chingari personally, called them up, said, hey, we want to be one of the first sort of regular mainstream non-UGC style partnerships that you form on Chingari. And that's what happened. And now we're on the platform.
Oh, awesome. Little history, little background. Cool. So now I guess talk to the people, who haven't seen the channel or anything. Do you want to give some numbers? Little
Yeah.
updates on in terms of the number of views. It's incredible the growth you guys have seen, and maybe even give people a little bit background on where you guys were a few months ago versus now.
Yeah, sure. Well, on the TV side, we've been talking about for a while. I mean, we've had just incredible growth over the last 5 months. In the ratings forum for television called BART, we were at in August, I think we were at, zero point 0.4 or something like that, zero point 0.3, zero point 0.4. And we've worked our way up steadily. I shouldn't say steadily, pretty quickly, all the way up to 3. So we've had whatever it is, about over 2,500% growth. What does that mean in terms of numbers? That means where we were under 1 million people a week that were watching our TV channel, that's now over 17 million people a week and continuing to grow. We're expecting that to continue to grow even further. That's driving a lot of interest from advertisers, and we're hoping that that's going to start to bear fruit in terms of monetization as more and more of these agencies and brands become aware of us. On the mobile side, we have seen some success on Snap. We have a show on Snap called Bali to Box, which is basically a Bollywood gossip show. And I think we've had about now 300 million people that have viewed Bali to Box on Snap India. It's been a huge success for us. It's growing in terms of the audience for that. And it's pretty exciting because obviously the Snap viewership is all mobile based. Chingari, we really, went live with what we're doing in mid last quarter. So I don't know, it was around November of 2020. And we've already added, I think right now, we keep growing every day, so it changes every day. I think right now we're up to about 115,000 subscribers to our official Q channel on Chingari. And we've had, I think as of today, like 46 million views of our content. We've posted about 45 clips up there since we started. So we're getting over 1 million views. It's actually quite a bit more than that now. Now we're averaging close to 1.5 million views for everything we're posting up onto the site. What are we posting? We're posting basically little things that are promotionally oriented to have people come back to the Q channel and the Q content, whether it's on an OTT platform or a television platform or wherever it may be. So you don't actually watch the channel on Chingari. It's a marketing platform for us that obviously we also expect to monetize because we'll run ads against that content.
Wow. Crazy growth. So
Great.
insane. Obviously for those of you that are watching that, maybe you've even posted a TikTok yourself, or you can relate. Maybe you got kids that have, or you've seen other people. A million views is a feat, So
Yeah,
doing that with 45 clips, and incredible viewership. So congratulations to the QYOU team and to you, Kurt. That's incredible. I know the founders have said some very nice things. I'd love to kind of say them here, and we'll get your quick insight too. The CEO says, we are glad to have partnered with the Q India, which has cemented its position with its unique content offerings. And then it says some others, and we'll make sure I'll flash the quotes, those of you can read it. And then the COO, again, co-founder, says, we continue to see huge growth in users and engagement at the Q official, has clearly caught on with our users, and we look forward to working together to find new ways to connect with users, with brands like the Q. So that's crazy, and congratulations to such a incredible quotes from such a growing platform in India. Hopefully, other people that see the success and see the growth as well as you guys. Anything you wanted to say, comments on those quotes?
Yeah, I mean,
Heavy words.
I think we're all kind of blown away actually, because we looked at it as something that was going to happen over time. When we launched on Chingari, I mean, one of the things at the time that we did it, this is only literally 2 months ago. I mean, I think we announced it on October 1st, somewhere around there. And then by about mid-November, we finally got up and had a channel. They did it and we did it because we were like, hey, let's check it out. Let's try it. Let's see if we can put some clips that promote shows on our channel. Let's see if we can get anybody to watch them, et cetera, et cetera. And the reason they wanted to do it is because, like TikTok, most of the content that's up there is true UGC. It's, people, it's my daughter's upstairs right now doing TikTok videos. Same thing on Chingari. It's kids in India doing TikTok style Chingari videos. So we didn't really know, how it was going to work and how it was going to fit in. And so, to have, way over 100,000 people following us, with it growing every single day. Every single day, I get up in the morning, I flip on. I mean, if I look on, I can probably look at it right now. I mean, my Chingari app, and see what's at the Q official, and it's kind of like you can check almost hourly and see the thing growing. That's how fast it's going. I mean, the announcement we put out, I don't even remember, how many followers did we say we had?
112,000 subscribers.
That was this morning. We're at 114.2 thousand. We had 2,200 followers today.
Yeah.
Today, we're at 46 million views. We did 1 million views already today.
Really growing 2% a day is pretty insane.
Adding 2,000, adding 2 to 3,000 followers and getting over 1 million new views every day. Well, when you start to have that happen day after day after day after day, you get into 1 million followers and you're getting into 1 billion views. Now that becomes interesting. You can actually start to really monetize that.
Yeah.
And so where we really did it is a marketing push, because we know that our audience lives on mobile. So really the reason we did it was like free advertising for the brand. It was like free advertising to put the Q brand in front of Chingari users. Well, now it's going so fast. Now what we're interested in is monetizing and making money out of the platform. Not just advertising, but not just free ads, but making money off the ads that run against our content. So it's a super exciting thing for us. And it's just, it's a perfect example of how, you just got to keep pushing these different levers and doing these things. And sometimes you just, get lucky or in the right place at the right time. I mean, a lot of the YouTubers that are the most famous YouTubers still to this day got there because they started really early on the platform. They were among the first people that were there, and they just were so early, they organically grew something over time. We're the first professional content channel like ourselves on the Chingari platform. We're the first ones. And so this was an experiment for us and them. That's why the founders are like, holy shit, look at what's happened with this. This is like a real thing. People are really into this. So that's really the essence of it. And, I mean, again, I'm reading it right here. We're adding, I mean, again, if you're adding 3,000 new subscribers, followers a day, that's 100,000 more people every month. And if you're doing over 1 million, 1.5 million views, that's 30 to 50 million.
And it's compounding, right?
And
You're going 2% today. Well, 2% is a much bigger viewer, like actual number tomorrow than it is today. So yeah, it's incredible. I got to ask him, for people that are watching, I'm sure they would love to know, like, what's the plan for Chingari? What's next? Is it still keep posting, these type of, like, this type of content, move people over to the channel, as much as you can? Or is there a goal, maybe, hey, there's something else that we can do on Chingari? What are you guys talking about internally? Anything you can share with people?
Yeah, I mean, we haven't really gotten to this phase, but ultimately, rather than what we're doing right now, which is showing, I guess I'll call it, custom-made clips of our stuff for the Chingari platform. I mean, look, ultimately, these platforms are going to be original content platforms in and of themselves. Let me put it this way. We have a show that just launched called Kia Instabolta that basically is this week on Instagram in India. Okay. It's basically what it is. It's a clip show showing the funniest, coolest, weirdest, whatever clips were on Instagram in India that week. Well, it's not, you don't have to have a really huge imagination to imagine a show, assuming that's becoming popular. And the early indications are it is popular. Why wouldn't we do the exact same format for Chingari?
Yeah. Oh, it's cool. And, it's awesome kind of for the people following it. You get to see the very beginning, like, birth of a channel, obviously the thought that goes into it, the cool little behind the scenes. And again, congratulations. Those were some heavy words by the founders, which was awesome. They're seeing some success. Obviously, we've been seeing incredible growth over the past, kind of quarter from a ratings perspective. And I know we always talk about, oh, we don't want to do rating updates every week. But that being said, it's incredible the growth you guys are seeing. And again, congratulations. This was a great video. I think gave people a little insight, exciting growth, really on the India version of TikTok, Chingari. Anything you wanted to say on top of it?
No, I think, it's the key to our business ultimately is being on any screen, anywhere, anytime somebody wants to see us and use us and watch us. And it's also about building a brand. I mean, the real value, the place shareholders will get real value out of this company is a year or two from now when you're a kid in India and you go like, yeah, of course I know the Q. Because I don't know that everybody realizes that in India, even though we're QYOU Media as a company, our brand in India is the Q. We're just called the Q, just the and the letter Q. So if you go onto a channel or you go onto an OTT service or you look at us on Chingari, I mean, I don't know if you can see right there, but on Chingari, there's the logo. It's just the with the Q. So our brand in India is the Q. And so what we're going for through the stuff like at the Q official, based upon the other distribution, based upon the TV presence, because the TV presence is still that megaphone of quality and power of brand identity in India and everywhere to some degree. That's where I was talking to somebody the other day. I said, everybody knows what The Voice is, the TV show The Voice, or American Idol. Well, that's because TV is a megaphone for branding and for getting that kind of thing out there. And it's a lot harder to do in the digital space. So we're just following down the path, one building block, get that TV presence, get the brand and the advertiser, get into the digital space, start to get people that are just watching on their mobile phones to have our brand in front of them. So Chingari is a small building block in that, but a hugely important one as we go forward.
Yeah. No. Awesome. Look, some good teasers, some good updates that we're gonna have to give the people as it comes. But hey, exciting, and again, congratulations to the team and to yourself, Kurt. I appreciate you joining and chatting. Is there anything else you wanted to say?
No, I just appreciate people that are supporting us and watching us. And 2021 is going to be a great year for the Q. So we couldn't be more, look, it's only what, second week of January. We're super excited right now.
Yeah, awesome. Well, hey, so we keep that momentum. And again, thanks for joining. And I invite anyone who has any questions, make sure you drop them below. I'm sure there's going to be a few, and we can do a little Q&A video coming up here. But Kurt, Thanks so much for joining. I think this was awesome.
All right, good seeing you. Thanks, Jason.